So I just got back from seeing Eternals, and this is a movie I was really looking forward to. However, I walked out kind of disappointed. Let's get the positives out of the way first. The cast all give really great performances, and they have great chemistry with each other. Visually, it's the best looking MCU film to date. And I especially like how it seems to use actual sets instead of the usual green screen. Like, not saying there is no green screen at all. Like, it seems to only use it when they absolutely need to. This movie also, it does its representation quite well, too. Like, the representation in this movie, done really well. And the action scenes were entertaining to watch. And even though not every story decision that was made was good, in my opinion, I do admire that they tried to do something different. Now, on to the bad. The score, outside of the main theme, was forgettable. A certain character in the movie, I didn't hate him, but he had a far bigger role than I felt he needed. Like, seriously, you could have took this character, you could have took him completely out of the movie or reduced his role, and nothing would change. Yeah. Also, the third act of this film, that's where the movie kind of fell apart for me. Yeah. I'm not going to give anything away, but if you watch the movie, you might know what I'm talking about. Like, I would have been able to overlook everything else if it wasn't for that third act. Because what happened in the third act, to me, it came completely out of left field. And I'll just look at the movie like, what the fuck? Yeah. I was hoping something might change, and to some extent, it kind of does. But then another thing happens that, yeah. Also, the villains were kind of weak and completely unmemorable. Now, I don't hate this movie, don't get me wrong. I do think it's an above average film, and I do admire they tried to do something different, and I really hope that Marvel Studios doesn't let this film's poor reception or lukewarm reception, like, I hope it doesn't, make them shy away from breaking from formula. So yeah, I really hope they do try. I hope they do try it again, just with better, just better this time. Like, when it comes to storytelling, I mean, with other films, because there is potential in certain properties where I feel that they can break from formula and it can work. And this movie actually did. It was working up until the third act. And like I said, I understand, wanting to subvert expectations and try something different, but it seemed like they were trying to do that for the sake of good storytelling, at least in my opinion. Others might feel differently. But yeah, my opinion's not law. I do recommend going to check it out and forming your own opinion. I'm just sharing my own, that's all. So without further ado, I'm going to give Eternals a C+. So, all that's left now is Spider-Man No Way Home. Speaking of which, starting next week, I'm going to be reviewing the Spider-Man films, every live-action Spider-Man film, from the first Sam Raimi film to Amazing Spider-Man 2. I won't be re-reviewing any of the MCU films or Into the Spider-Verse. So yeah, something to look out for. And I guess that's it for today, and I'll catch you guys later.